Let's go.
The Ace and TJ family presents Unfiltered, Uncensored, and Uninterrupted. Well, almost.
Right here. Let's go.
This is Share Funny from the Ace and TJ Show Plus.
Welcome to Share Funny Live. We've done a bunch of these now, and I don't know that I see many people that have been to one of these before.
People. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, a lot of new people and all. And you people who have been to a few of these, do you think it's about run its course? I don't know. Yeah, because I'm getting tired. You know, we got to stay out late on these nights. But thank you very much for coming in here. We just want to ask that you be very, very attentive to everything we say and laugh like everything is funny, because we do have advertisers here, sponsors and all, and we need to look good in front of them. And not only that, like we have a member of the Temple team who is one of our big sponsors and helps Payton's Promise, which is what we're here for tonight. So Kelly from the Temple team is here, and her husband actually owns the building from which we broadcast. So we're kind of behind on our rent. We don't need to get we don't need to get evicted.
We'd like to speak to him though about a key to the mailbox as soon as this is over.
Yeah.
We're gonna mail you.
And so Katie from Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture is here.
Where?
And her brother, who informed us that Katie has not aged since she was in high school. Because I made a crack about millennials, and then I thought, uh-oh, she's a millennial. I shouldn't say that. But turns out she's old like I am. So
there is something cool that we're doing tonight. We're at a place, for everybody who's not from the Charlotte area, we're at a place called Ghostface Beer Lab in Mooresville, North Carolina. And a couple of months ago, they came back to us and said, hey, we have an idea. Would you like to do a beer to benefit your Payton's Promise charity? And we said, awesome. And we tried to think of really cool names forever. And then I think TJ one day goes, why don't we just call it Payton's Lager and be done with it? And I was like, well, that's a pretty smart idea. And so after all the shots at witty names, we came up with Payton's Lager. And so now there is here at Ghostface something called Payton's Lager that everybody's able to try tonight for the very first time. And God bless everybody here at Ghostface Beer Lab, because all the proceeds go to benefit Payton's Promise, our charity, from all the sales of Payton's Lager.
Now, I'm sure a lot of you here tonight and a lot of you listening to Share Funny on the Ace and TJ app and you know, all of our digital networks and everything, you're thinking, but TJ doesn't like what he calls homemade beer, which I don't. I don't like usually. I've tried so many of them in my time because I've wanted to really like craft beers, because everybody seems to have them now. In a lot of places where you go, they don't have anything but craft beer. So I actually like. That's why we have this, is because Payton's Lager is a beer that I like. And I love Ghostface. I live here in Mooresville, and we come to Ghostface all the time. The pizza's delicious. The people are very friendly, and most importantly, I would not sit up here and be drinking this beer and acting like I like it if I really didn't. So here's to y'all, here's to Ghostface, and here's to Payton's Promise, and doing a lot of great work in the future. Thank you. Now I'm gonna get wasted on it.
Woo!
Because oh man, and I just dripped all over my paper, and now my ink's gonna run.
Show's over.
And I'm not gonna be able to read my notes. Okay, there is another rule that we would ask. Please don't stare at us.
Do not look us in the eye.
No, don't stare at us, because that's a new thing. It's starting in Australia right now. There's a place there. It's a nightclub called Club 77, and they just let go of their rules, and they said that there is no staring across the room at each other. If you find someone interesting, you have to go and get their permission to stare at them from across the room in all of its glorious wokeness.
Look, you can't even look at somebody?
No, you can't stare at anybody. Like you can't check out. I mean, and it's not even like you're going to do anything wrong or anything. It's not even, like you're trying to offend anyone or anything. You just can't stare. Like Riggins, you couldn't stare across the room at a lovely woman and say something as innocent as "nice hoots."
Hey there, nice yabos.
But yeah, that's part of their rules now. No staring. So please, if you could look to the side, you're making me uncomfortable by staring at me up here.
Okay. I like that.
Now, Alexis is a different story. She likes people staring at her.
Stare at me all day.
Oh my God, my ink is really running all over this
Really
thing, and I
isn't
can't
bad.
read. I can't read anything. Well, I can make out this note. Alexis has become like her grandmother.
Oh my God, is this a story you told her to save for tonight?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So Alexis's grandmother doesn't get visited by Alexis very much, which is a shame.
Oh, it is sad.
I'm horrible. I know.
But why is anybody in your family completely against sleeping in the same bed with your grandmother?
So my grandmother has this tendency to take off her underwear in her sleep. And my mom won't even, I stopped sleeping with I would sleep over my grandma's house. I'm like, I'll just sleep on the floor, Grandma. And my mom will, if she has to share a bed with her, she'll make sure that they have their own separate covers because she just tends to do that. She just takes off her underwear.
So she goes to bed with them on
Yep.
and then takes them off when she's sleeping.
Yeah.
Okay, now, what have you found yourself doing since your birthday in your old age?
Y'all, so this week, Tuesday morning, I wake up, and my first thought, I open my eyes, and I'm like, something just feels different. What's weird right now? And I am like, okay, and I wake up, and I'm like, I don't have my underwear on. What? And I have to go to sleep with underwear. I have to. I can't sleep
And why?
completely naked because I think a spider's gonna crawl in there or something else. A centipede, I don't know. Precautions. I woke up without underwear. I must have taken it off, and it was in my sheets all messed up, and I was like, what the heck? What's happening?
I had an Ambien thing one night. And I remember waking up, standing up in the middle of the floor, and my wife going, "What in the hell are you doing, freak?" I said, "My underwear is on fire." I had stripped off my underwear and thrown it on the floor and was stomping it, thinking that my underwear was on fire.
That's a true story.
Yeah.
Not making that up at all.
Right. And so from that moment on, I have not worn underwear. No, the only time I do wear it is at night because of bugs crawling up there and stuff.
Was that the night that Jody told you, what could have happened to me?
No.
That was when you
That was a
cleaned the house?
different Ambien incident.
Yeah.
When I was dreaming that I had spilled a whole thing of buffalo wings on the carpet, and that I was feverishly trying to clean it up before Jody saw it. And I woke up that morning, and I was leaving to go to work, and I thought, well, that was a weird dream. And as I walked through the laundry room to get to the garage, I noticed all of the cleaning supplies were out. So I had actually done this and didn't realize it. I dreamed that I'd spilled wings and was cleaning the carpet. So I told Jody about it the next day, and I said, I'm just so thrilled that I didn't do anything. I'm just scared to death that I would have gotten in my truck and driven off and had a wreck, and there's no telling what could have happened while I was sleepwalking and doing all these things that I didn't even realize I was doing. And her response was, "You could have hurt me."
I mean, it's true, though.
It is true.
Yeah. I get it, Jody.
The only thing she was worried about. You could have hurt me. So, keep your underwear on.
I'm trying. Every day I check. That's the first thing I'm doing every morning. Make sure my underwear are on.
That's so weird.
It's so weird, and I don't like it.
And you have no recollection of anything to do
At
with
all.
that?
At all.
Rob,
know
when's
what
the last
happened.
time you took your underwear off?
When I showered.
Oh, when you shower?
Yes.
It's never.
Because I mean, he gets in his underwear as soon as he gets home. It's like
Yeah.
he just walking around like a 5-year-old in his underwear.
Did everybody hear the story this week that Rob will never save his girlfriend in case of an intruder? He was in, if you missed it, he was in an Ambien haze, and she told him, somebody's here. And he's like, oh, okay. And he went back to sleep. And 15 or 20 minutes later, he finally realized, oh, she said there was an intruder outside trying to get into our car.
I didn't go back to sleep. What I did was just go, huh?
Oh my God.
What?
Yeah.
I'm confused.
I'm confused.
And it took him 15 minutes
Yeah.
to get at himself enough.
Yeah.
Between that and the fact that you make her mow the yard. it's
She
not
was
been
doing
good
it just
week
a
for you.
minute ago.
Was she really?
I saw it on the Ring
when
camera.
you left to come here, she was mowing the yard?
I just saw it on the Ring camera.
Yeah.
Rob says, he's like, Meredith, just stop. And I'm like, why are you doing that?
I kept getting Ring notifications. Like, what is she doing?
And then he's
oh,
like,
she's got the
oh.
grass.
Now he's annoyed
Yeah.
that she's mowing the yard because it's causing his Ring doorbell to go off.
I had to snooze it.
So he's watching it on the Ring doorbell, making sure she's doing it right. You missed the spot. You missed the spot. And Riggins, you finally got your yard mowed from. Riggins moved into a new house. He's a suburb guy now. Yep. He finally got out of the mean, dangerous city.
Yeah.
In the suburbs of Mooresville too?
Huntersville.
Yeah. Yeah, you're making him uncomfortable.
Yeah, let's not give too many details.
Yeah, you're making him uncomfortable. He doesn't like people knowing his business. Look at him. He's like,
It's basically Charlotte.
Yeah.
it's North Charlotte.
Like, don't worry about it.
No, it's great. I love it. Yeah, so I got the yard mowed and stuff. I got a bit of a weed problem I'm gonna have to tackle.
So did your dad tell you what to get to kill them?
Yeah.
Kill the weeds?
Sure. Round up, and he gave me a bunch of advice.
What was it? What was the story with the mulch? They said you needed like 60 bags of mulch
I need,
for
I
a
need
yard.
25 bags of mulch. It's a quarter of an acre lot.
Yeah. So Jody and I just built a house a few months ago, and we got black mulch to go in, around the house, because our house is it's white with black trim. And Riggins said his dad freaked out at the thought of black mulch.
Yeah. I was like, what are you, effing nuts? Black mulch? Or you get Scott's dark brown, Everlast color fade, brown nugget mulch. 20 bags. I got 20 bags? I got like 4 bushes outside the house. 20 bags. 6 in the front, 14 in the back. I counted them. And then he starts going, $6 a bag. And my mom goes, Tom, that's expensive. He doesn't need 20 bags. He goes, it's $6. He doesn't have $6 for 20 bags of mulch. You need to find a new career. So, okay, and then they start arguing over like mulch. It's like a crazy thing.
So what's wrong? What did he say is wrong with the black mulch? Why that's so dumb?
Because when things die, like leaves die, it shows up on black mulch. Because now you have gray and brown leaves, and they appear on the black mulch. But if you get brown, it kind of blends in. That's what he said. I don't know shit about it. I really don't know if that's true, but he's very convincing when he talks.
Yeah. Well, because he's yelling all the time.
Because he's yelling and he's in my face and holding me by my shirt collar. About to beat the hell out of me.
So you hear that, Jody? We got the wrong thing. Do
Yeah,
what?
I know. I need a coupon.
Yeah, mulch is on sale. Jody, get some mulch, spread that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. You screwed up, Jody, big time.
Yeah. Call Reagan's dad and find out what mulch you need.
Oh my God, Jody has had me for the last couple of days, doing something at home that every moment that goes by when I'm trying to do this at home, I know that her respect level for me, which is already in the basement, let's face it, is going down and down and down and down. We've got a shower problem where the shower in my son's room and my daughter's room is spraying up against the wall and messing up the drywall and stuff. So the builder said, you need to get a curved shower rod, a double shower rod, curved, kind of like they have at the Hampton Inn.
Yeah.
And then we'll go from there. And then my brother-in-law, Chuck, who's married to Jody's sister, and he's a master plumber by trade.
He built his house all by himself.
Yeah, asshole.
The entire house.
Show off.
So Jody calls him and he says, yeah, I'd start with that. And so she's FaceTiming him. He goes, yeah, I don't think that's a plumbing problem. I think it is spraying up on there. So get that double shower curtain thing and then go ahead and get a hook that'll put the shower head higher and out more into the tub. So.
Sounds easy.
Yeah. I can't even put the shower curtain together. Because it's not like a typical tension rod shower curtain where you put it up there and then just you can stretch it out. Which, by the way, every single one of those that I've done in my life crashes in the middle of the night at some point. So Jody is bound and determined that I'm going to be a handy guy, no matter what. And it's like putting a puzzle together. I can't do this. And every minute that ticks away that I'm frustrated with it or that I have to turn it over to my daughter to do for me, she's just getting more and more of this face. She's like, you disgust me, you know. So today I went to Lowe's. I got the thing that I needed to make the shower head come out farther. And then I get up there and I pop the cover off of it. And then I look, and the shower arm that's in there is way into the wall. And now I'm afraid if I take it out, it's going to start spraying water all over me.
Well, shut the water off.
And stuff like that. But that's under the house, and I got to do all that. So I had to go work on the show tonight, so I didn't get a chance to finish that job today. So
how many days have you been doing this?
Tomorrow will be 3.
Yeah.
But when I think I can't be less of a man in my wife's eyes, something like this comes up, and I don't get it. I don't know why she thinks that all of a sudden I'm going to be able to do this. Like, I wouldn't call her up here and say, here's an outline. You should be able to do a public speech for 20 minutes. And then hold it against her when she can't do it. It sucks. Absolutely sucks.
Especially when Chuck, your brother-in-law, is building his own house.
Yeah. And so why I'm saying this is because my friend Warren back there, who owns the building that we broadcast from, is a contractor. And now I think it's only, fitting that he comes and does all this shit for me. You could knock that out in 5 minutes. All right, we need to take a break?
Yep.
All right, so we got more with Share Funny Live coming up, including Riggins Weekend Review. Hang on, that's coming up.
This is the Share Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ family. More next.
Did you know underneath the floors of your house a lot can go on in the crawl space? If moisture gets in, it could wreak havoc on your family and home. From mold and mildew growth to rotting wood and more, Cardinal Environmental Solutions offers vapor barriers, encapsulation, and dehumidifiers to combat moisture in your home. Contact Kelly Poplin and his knowledgeable team of experts at acetj.com/cardinal. That's acetj.com/cardinal.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
This is the Share Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ family. Let's go!
It's Share Funny Live. We're at Ghostface Beer Lab in Mooresville, North Carolina, where here's the best part about this. We mentioned this earlier, but there's something brand new. It's called Payton's Lager. The Ghostface people put it all together. It's all to benefit Payton's Promise, our charity. And the best part about it is not only can everybody get it here tonight, but throughout the state of North Carolina right now, you can order it online. We'll give you details about that coming up because I don't know what they are. And you'll also be able soon to order Payton's Lager from different states and have it shipped directly to your house. So that's kind of cool. And again, all the proceeds benefit our charity Payton's Promise. Thanks to everybody here at Ghostface Beer Lab. So please, a round of applause for Mike and Molly and everybody at Ghostface. It's their idea, their concept. They came to us with the idea, and it's awesome. We're super excited about it. It's just a lot of fun, and hopefully it'll do a lot of good for Payton's Promise, which is trying to do a lot of good for a lot of other people.
All right, who's ready for some questions from the crowd? All right. So this is a question for the entire Ace and TJ show. How many times a week is dinner provided by a gift card? I think that's more directed toward Alexis.
Right.
Well, y'all hear us talk about we have these Fahrenheit gift cards and Waterman gift cards and all of that kind of stuff. Alexis is in complete control of those.
I am the
I
holder.
never eat dinner from a gift card. Ace,
Yeah,
you?
never. The only one, I think we have some left over from when we got married, but that's about it.
I mean, from gift cards from
no,
the show.
no,
like-
it never.
Yeah.
I've never
that
had.
we give away as prizes. Riggins, you?
No, never.
Rob?
Not lately.
Not lately, unless Alexis takes you, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And
Alexis,
yeah.
how many times do you use gift cards for your meals?
Well, not to brag, but I don't even need to use gift cards.
She calls ahead.
Yeah, she called. No, seriously, true story. Alexis told us one time that she just called, or she texted 2 different restaurants where she used to work and was like, looking to see who's going to give me something free to eat tonight.
Yep.
And the first one to respond is where she went to have dinner because she got a free meal.
Listen, I worked very hard to get those type of perks, though. Okay, I was in the industry for a long time, so tip your servers and bartenders. But
In the industry.
in the industry,
I was in the industry.
Yeah.
Okay, this is for everyone. How much does Ace love his own voice?
so much.
It's a lot.
Yeah, in the mornings when he records, you can hear him just like singing to himself or
He's like,
Yeah, but
he's like,
Rob.
I effing killed that.
Yeah, Rob, you gotta be fair though. You also hear me cussing myself out and telling myself that how stupid I am. And
Yeah,
that
this
I
morning
can't
was
read.
rough.
Yeah, I couldn't read that one thing this
Yeah.
morning. I was blowing it, so it's brutal.
But while you're doing that, you're still hearing yourself talk. So
That's true. I do like the sound of my own voice.
And he likes the sound of his own voice. He likes the look of his own ass.
Nice ass.
Yeah.
Nice ass.
That's right. Did you see it? Wait.
What?
So I posted a funny picture today on my Instagram, just trying to, and I ain't got.
What?
I know, and I got a sponsor out of it
Of
for
yourself?
peddling for Payton. Yeah. But the first comment was from a guy that said, "How about a picture of you on the bike? This picture is shit."
Oh,
So I commented, so you're saying you don't want me to send you a donation form for peddling for Payton, our charity bike ride?
He's like, no, I just want to see some nuts.
Yeah.
that's
And about-
disgusting.
And about 30 minutes later, Amanda texts me. She goes, "Did you delete that guy's comment?" I said, "No, screw that guy. I embarrassed that guy." She goes, "No, he went." I said that I looked, and he went back and deleted it because I made him feel better about it. Screw that guy.
Good. It's a not nice thing to do.
And they want to know if there are any more company retreats on top of a mountain in the future.
I wish.
Man, that was a lot of. We had a good time the last time we did that, but it's very expensive.
Yeah, I don't think that. We
Yeah.
stopped doing all fun things when Alexis joined the show.
It's like not even a lie. I got the short end of the stick on this.
Well, COVID. You joined during COVID.
Yeah, but it's like I was like, oh, I'm gonna be able to go to Disney and I'm gonna go on these trips. Nothing.
Hey, Disney sucked. I told you.
Not one thing. Not even lunch.
Yeah.
I haven't even taken to lunch.
Let's see. Alexis, do you really like Dungeons and Dragons?
I do actually. It's really fun. We had a lot of fun last time that we were there. Blake was there. It was his first time playing Dungeons and Dragons. I love it.
She's got her dice on her right now.
I do. I have my dice with me.
Your Dungeons and Dragons dice?
Yeah, you never know when a game's gonna happen.
Right.
Gotta be
Well,
prepared.
You never,
kinda do.
you never know when some nerds are going to jump out around the corner. And this is a question for everybody. What is the last thing you do every night before you go to bed? Ace?
Ew.
Yeah, you do.
Oh no.
That's disgusting.
Do you?
You want to know or you want to see? I got my phone on. me.
Everybody but
No,
Ace.
I'm kidding.
That's
Thank you, the one guy that thought that was funny. That's
Cringy.
a joke. Stop. I saw Cubby and I've had to make a joke. What's up, Cubby? Yeah.
So there's your answer.
Yeah.
Ace empties his prostate thinking of Cubby.
No, the last thing I do would probably be I tell Amanda to sleep sweet. And then I go to sleep. Yeah.
Aww.
She's not even listening. She's like,
And then he
whatever.
falls asleep with his mouth open.
Yeah. And then I wake up 2 hours later when she tells me, "Get up, go in the other room. You're snoring. It's bothering me." And so I get up, go in the other room.
The last thing I do is flip off Jody and then strap on my very sexy CPAP mask.
But he easily could flip off Jody because she's not in the room.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
she
so-
says something, walks out. Oh, I would never do it. I would never do it to her face. I'm like behind the closed, like when you're a kid and your mom gets on to you about some shit and she closes the door and you're like,
I would love to.
and she opens the door back again and you're like, oh,
I would love
what are
to
you
see
doing?
that.
Nothing?
I would love to
Nothing?
see that process reversed, where you already had the CPAP mask on, then you're flipping her off. That would be even better.
She goes, oh, you already looking like Snuffleupagus. Like, I was going to kiss you good night, but you already look like Snuffleupagus. Good night.
She's got a show to get to, man.
Riggins?
I think I'd probably pet the dog, maybe. I can't really think.
If I pet the dog, you mean?
But Riggins is one of those people that as soon as he gets in the bed and says, I'm going to sleep, he falls asleep.
Yeah. I'm a good sleeper.
That's
So-
unbelievable. I've not
asshole.
stopped thinking about that. That's unbelievable to me.
Yeah, I do. Pass right out.
Well, yeah.
I have to drug myself.
Nobody likes that.
Yeah.
What do you do, Alexis? I'm guessing.
We can't talk about everything that I do right before I
No, it's like on your regular routine. I'm guessing there's some sort of narcotic involved.
do. Something a sleeping aid. That's all.
Yeah.
Sleeping aid. I give my cat Khaleesi little cuddles and kisses. And then I put on my nature soundscapes playlist
Yeah.
and go to sleep.
What kind of nature, though?
It's just like forest sounds, thunder sounds.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's cool. And then you dream about the thirst-trapping story you're going to post the next morning while you're blowing smoke rings in the air.
I do not blow smoke rings in the air. I don't know whose Instagram y'all are watching, but it's not mine.
Yeah, I hear the stories.
Right. Whoever your spies are that are informing you of what my Instagram activities are lame.
Oh, they are? They're
Yeah.
lame? What if they're here?
Are they here?
Oh, this is getting juicy.
If they are here and
She's
I
like,
like them, I'm
you
just
must have
kidding.
spies because you don't follow me.
He doesn't follow me, y'all.
Because I'm embarrassed.
Embarrassed of what?
I get embarrassed by all of that. I'm a good fella. I'm a Christian.
So you don't get embarrassed by Rob's post, but you get embarrassed by mine?
What would even what?
Rob's not naked and blowing
I'm
hashish
not
in the air.
naked.
What post do I make that would be embarrassing?
Rob's not smoking crack on social media.
I think I mostly post my dog.
No, you post weird, creepy pictures of yourself, but...
Yeah,
When?
Remember
You're
the
a-
profile pic that you did?
Rob,
You do-
to be fair, you did a couple.
I have done
And your
It's been a
eyes
long
were all
time.
black.
Yeah, a couple of those
I didn't
pictures
like
are kinda
that
creepy to
either.
you.
That was creepy. I didn't like that
That's
picture.
true. It's been a long time though.
Then that one of your dog in the Batman mask was kind of weird. I didn't like
that was
that.
kinda cute, actually.
That was a TikTok, but I was like, I'm not liking that.
but
That's weird.
Rob hasn't done a whole lot since he's had that huge bulge. The bulging disc in his back. But what do y'all think of Rob's haircut? His girlfriend cut it last night.
Thank you.
He ready to go into battle with Mulan and them.
She cut his hair last night. She's mowing the yard tonight. It's,
He's got it made, for real.
All right, Rob, what's the last thing you do before you go to bed? Take an Ambien.
I take an Ambien, yeah.
And turn
And
on
then-
a fan.
Turn on a fan. Turn on an air conditioner unit in the room.
And so what is your air conditioner set to?
62 is the lowest it'll go.
And a fan.
If it would go lower, I'd put it lower, but it won't.
and the fan is actually directed right on him, so the fan blows right on his face.
Yeah, if I'm ever sick, I don't really know because I'm always waking up with a sore throat.
Didn't you brought the fan one time? We went on a road trip.
I bring it anywhere I'm
Everywhere
going.
he goes.
We went on a road trip, and everybody has their bags, and we're throwing them in the back of this van. Or where are we going to?
It was to Boone, right?
Birmingham? Or where? And Rob's got this big box. We're like, what are you doing? He goes, I got my fan. What? We have all these bags. Everybody's got a duffel bag, and Rob has a big-ass box fan that he's bringing with him to plug in.
I pack light otherwise, so I have room for it.
He packs, one pair of shorts and 2 cartoon T-shirts.
True.
And a big-ass box fan and portable air conditioner and ceiling fan.
They're called portable air conditioners. I mean, come on.
Yeah, so you can take them with you. He's trying to check that shit at the airport. You're like, no, sir. No, sir. We can't accept anything on the plane that has Freon in it. No, thank you.
You want to take a break?
Yeah, and then Riggins, you going to be ready for your song next?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So Riggins Weekend Review coming up next.
It's funny that's meant to be shared. This is the Share Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ family.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
Share Funny is a production of the Ace and TJ family. For more, download the Ace and TJ app in your app store. Now, more of the Share Funny Podcast.
It's Share Funny Live. We're at Ghostface Beer Lab in Mooresville, North Carolina tonight. Hopefully soon bringing Share Funny Live around the country to your town.
Oh, Lord. What? Oh, my God. I feel like getting cussed out. So, where's my little friend Jenny and her handsome husband Michael? Hey, Jenny, come up here and say a few words for everybody.
Jenny, 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 Jenny.
Well, we're all.
If you knew how many times a day she either flips me off in person or sends me a text of an emoji flipping me off, y'all would have her locked up for being so mean. All right. But where is her handsome husband, Michael?
Michael.
Where's Michael? Michael.
Yeah.
He's at the bar.
Look how cute he is, y'all. Look at him.
That's my guy. Michael and I are getting tickets to Monday Night Raw when it comes to town, and we're going.
Yeah. Ace and I share custody of best friends. He gets them on like Friday nights or whatever, and Jody and I get them on Saturdays and holidays and
Vacations.
Vacations, yeah.
All right, you
I
ready,
know it's
Riggins?
weird, but we have to share everything. So, like I think and now Ace and I are sharing most of our internal organs. By the way, I love the way your kidney feels.
Oh. I'm all about your spleen.
Oh yeah, you're hitting that spleen.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Cool. Let's sing a song.
Yeah, moving on.
Oh, we used to live together. It gets worse.
Yeah.
This was bad. That was a bad scene then, boy. It was.
Yeah, I taught Ace about manscaping. I did.
Not firsthand, though, right?
That is, swear to God. You want to hear that story real quick? That's somewhat of a true story.
Nah, we're good.
No, I'm gonna tell you anyway. We had a 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment in a not so good part of town. It was terrible. And I kept thinking, like, how the hell is he shaving in here with no mirror in this shower? And I asked him, and he goes, "You really want to know?" Oh, okay.
No, I mean, it was more like I saw you getting out of the shower one day, and I was like, damn, that's like a red ticket. You know how that kudzu grows on the side of the interstate? Imagine that being red.
Is now a good time to tell people about Manscaped?
All right, let's go to Riggins. We're going to Riggins.
I'm just kidding.
We're going straight to Riggins. No.
All right, so All right, Ace,
What?
you usually do the
Okay.
introduction of the weekend review song. So.
All right. It is the week that was pop culture, the week that was the Ace and TJ show, reviewed for us in song. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Riggins and the week in review.
And this is my song, it's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you. Thank you all for coming. We've got a few more of these on deck, but Alexis just ripped some ass, so I might have to puke in just a sec.
I haven't even eaten pizza yet.
Yeah, I mean, it smells like shit up here. Just kidding. These live events kind of hurt my stomach, just with all of the stress it brings. But if I count up the stuff I like, it's like weed and 2 other things. I don't really like leaving my house. It's not that hard to believe. I've got a panty collection and the internet. I mean, why would you want to leave? And this is my song. It's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you. Ace is doing a charity bike ride, and his reason will make you cry. Alexis sounded off too. She said, let's hit him with tomatoes when he rides by.
That's 100% true.
She's like, let's hit him with stuff. I was like, why would you do that?
Banana peel.
It's like Mario Kart.
I'm trying to raise money for charity. Let's hit you with tomatoes.
Let's see if he falls off. Ace, you need to start conditioning, maybe running and doing some planks. He's even got the biking outfit. He looks like a prairie dog in some Spanx.
A prairie dog? What?
It's like a pencil. I want to encourage Ace the best I can. I really want to see him win the gold, but the only wrestling fans riding bicycles are 9 to 12 years old. And this is my song. It's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you. Hey, you guys sound good. Today is National Banana Split Day. As far as desserts, it's pretty strong. Not the same as a Mexican banana split, which you shouldn't Google right after the song. Disgusting. Don't look it up. Or do it on somebody else's Wi-Fi. Nick Cannon announced his 10th child is on the way. The story is pretty wild. I mean, solely based on the number, someone in this room is having his child. J-Lo and Ben Affleck had a wedding ceremony. His Georgia estate is where it was at. And on the way over here, it struck me, who gives a shit about any of that? And this is my song. It's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you. Alexis went to the Pride Festival, and she carried herself with class. She's not LGBTQIA, but she is a huge pain in the ass. So there's that. Taco Bell is introducing. Let's try this again. Taco Bell is introducing a new vegan protein. It looks like ground beef that's made from plants. I know what you must all be thinking. Will it still make me shit my pants? I hate to wrap this up, but it's time to say farewell. I had a meatloaf sandwich for lunch, and it's not sitting very well. And this is my song. It's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you. Thanks. Thank you.
We got more of Share Funny Live coming up next. Hang on.
It's funny that's meant to be shared. This is the Share Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ family.
Did you know underneath the floors of your house a lot can go on in the crawl space? If moisture gets in, it could wreak havoc on your family and home. From mold and mildew growth to rotting wood and more, Cardinal Environmental Solutions offers vapor barriers, encapsulation, and dehumidifiers to combat moisture in your home. Contact Kelly Poplin and his knowledgeable team of experts at acetj.com/cardinal. That's acetj.com/cardinal.
Hey, it's funny you'll share. The Ace and TJ family presents the Share Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ Show.
It's Share Funny Live. We're at Ghostface Beer Lab in Mooresville, North Carolina tonight with the debut of Payton's Lager. Has anybody tried Payton's Lager? Anybody? Yeah. It's delicious. It's fantastic. And all the proceeds benefit Payton's Promise, which is our charity. And again, the concept, everybody at Ghostface, they came up with it. They hit us up with the idea and they put it together. And it's fantastic. And TJ actually likes it, which is like a monumental task.
I don't like homemade beer usually, and people who are what do you call them? People that brew beer, brewmasters.
Brewmasters. Yeah.
They hate it when I call it homemade beer.
I wonder
Don't
why.
y'all hate it when I call it homemade beer? But this is a homemade beer that I like. Usually when you say something's homemade, it's better. You know, you got a homemade rice pudding. Okay, good. All right, another question from the crowd. TJ, what is your favorite off-air moment with Ace? Well, there aren't very many because we really don't like each other. But when we were just starting out in radio together in Alexandria, Louisiana, it was a lot different in Louisiana than it is in the other states in which we've broadcast, like Alabama and North Carolina. Louisiana, we would go and do these live appearances at places where the radio station would encourage you to drink while you were there because you're having fun and you gotta, like that was part of our payment as a fee, or they call it a talent fee in the business, is that we would only get this much cash, but you got an open bar tab all night. And the radio station owners never said, make sure you got somebody who's sober to drive the van back.
Swear.
It was never that.
Don't get too drunk to drive home.
Yeah,
okay?
That was it. Don't get too drunk to drive home.
We got y'all a $100 bar tab. Don't get too drunk to drive home.
But, got it. One night, we had gone out and we were working, and we didn't have, like personally, we didn't have 2 nickels to rub together. I mean, they were paying us to practice, we said, at this little radio station. And there was a new guy that was working the overnight shift from 12 to midnight. And Ace had gotten just completely wasted. I mean, just because up until recently, Ace could drink 2 Coronas and he'd be gone.
I didn't drink a lot.
But since he's gotten married to this young woman, she's conditioned him to be able to drink a lot. So he can shoot tequila in the middle of a Tuesday and not think anything about it. So
it's my girl.
So we had been doing a live appearance from a daiquiri place in Marksville, Louisiana. And he was just obliterated. We got back to the radio station.
Plaster.
And the guy that was the new midnight to 6 guy, he was all wide-eyed because, you know, we were the cool, you know, guys at the radio station that he looked up to and all. And Ace is down in where our offices were in the bottom level of the radio station, and he is just puking like crazy all over the floor, just, I mean, everywhere.
Ew.
And y'all...
There's a part to this, too, that's even better.
Yeah. So y'all...
It gets better. The story gets better.
Y'all know he's kind of quick-tempered anyway. Did y'all know that about Ace? So the little guy comes down, bless his heart. He's probably 19. He's a chubby little fella. I mean, we told him that he had the job, and he jumped on his motorcycle in Arkansas and didn't even pack anything, and he just rode straight to Alexandria, Louisiana, and said, "When do I start?"
His name was Bubba
Quickly. Yeah. So he sees us come in. He's up there on the air. He puts a song on and on. He comes down to talk to us, and Ace is in the middle of the office downstairs, just blah, blah, everywhere. And he goes, this young fella says, "Oh my God, Ace, are you okay?" And Ace goes, "You fool right, I'm okay. Get the out of here. As a matter of fact," he's throwing up while he's yelling at this kid. "As a matter of fact, you're effing fired." And then he's been over doing that whole
Ew.
That's 100% true. Here's the best part.
I said, "What are you doing?" I told the little guy, I said, "Hey, just go back, finish your show. You're fine. I'll take care of him." And he's like, his eyes got that big, and he's like, because he was legitimately concerned. He didn't have any idea that his new hero would come in plastered, throwing up all over the office. He thought he was just sick. He was like, "What happened, Ace? Oh my God, how can I help you?"
He didn't know
Get
hero.
out of here.
So
That's how you can help me.
So the worst part about that was we come back, TJ was driving, we get in, and he takes me, and to go through to our office is the sales office, which had a big open area and some couches. And TJ puts me on the couch, and he goes, "Are you going to be okay? I'm going upstairs." And the last thing he said to me was, "Do not throw up in the sales office." And I said, "I'm fine." And he goes, "Shit, listen to me. Don't do it." And I said, "I won't. It's okay." And then I remember the door closed. And as if the sound of the door closing triggered me. Boom, the door closed. And I remember rolling off the couch onto the floor. I remember laying on the floor thinking, well, this is not, he's going to be pissed when he gets back.
And
I remember
and
the
I
door.
just it closed, and I heard him, and then I walked right back in, and I said, "What are you?" I thought I told you.
He was yelling.
He's like, "I can't help it."
Yeah. It's like 2 a.m. and I'm rolling on the floor of the sales office, he's yelling at me. "What did I say? What was the one thing I said don't do?" Because now he's got to clean it up because we can't leave it. And I can't. I'm just rolling.
Yeah.
I'm rolling all over the floor. But it's bad.
And Ace, sometimes when he's drunk, he gets all, like, he'll get angry and all at somebody, but then he gets really sentimental. Like, my wife says the only time Ace has ever shown her any affection is when he's drunk, and he'll just like, "Come here, Jody," like licking on her face. So that night, he's laying on the floor, and I'm yelling at him for throwing up.
He was very
And
upset. He was
grabs
very
me-
angry.
He grabs me by the back of the neck like this, and he goes, hey, we're going to be fucking huge, aren't we?"
Every bit of that story is true.
I love that.
We're going to be awesome.
I said, yeah, but we got to
Quit throwing up.
So we got to clean this shit up before somebody gets here, man.
Wait. I would tell you one more story real quick. We had an event one night. We were in Alexandria, Louisiana, and the Women's Professional Bowlers Tour came to town. And they came to us and they said, "Would you be celebrities doing like celebrity bowling?" So at every lane, they had a sponsor, a celebrity, and 2 women's professional bowlers. And so we were like, "Yeah, we'll go do that." It was on a Sunday night. And we go to this thing, and like at my lane, there was the guy from Coke and me and 2 female pro bowlers.
But it was Louisiana, so it was a Coke dealer.
Yeah. And all we were allowed to drink was at my lane, because the Coke guy was like, "It's rum and Coke all night." We're like, "Okay, dude, whatever." And so at some point, the place was called Bolero, and TJ went to the bar late after the thing was closed, and he comes back, and there's a female pro bowler. We're all standing there, and there was somebody he hadn't met yet to my right, and he's standing there, and there's a chair between the 2 of them. And I said, "Oh, TJ, you need to meet whatever this person's name was, Janet, that I bowled with. I said, TJ, this is Janet, and he's hammered. And he goes to introduce himself, and as he does, he steps into this chair to step over it, except he didn't know the chair was a swivel. And when he stepped into it, that chair spun around, and when he fell forward, she was wearing a white shirt that had her sponsors on it.
Oh, no.
And he fell forward and dumped a daiquiri,
Yeah.
red, all over her.
It was
And then,
sticky too.
to make it worse, as he fell past her into the floor of the Bolero. And I was like, well, I guess this night is over. We're going home now. And we collected our things. Like, he's real sorry. And he's like, I'm real sorry. And we go back to the radio station, and I didn't even realize we got back to the radio station, and my office was downstairs. And the next morning, I come, cruising in at, whatever time it was, 9, 10 o'clock, because I did the night show, but I had an office downstairs. I was the promotions director. And it was one of those things, like, you ever walk in a room and you realize, like, everybody in here is really mad at me. But I'm really not sure why. Like, I know something bad has happened. I know I was involved. I'm not really sure what it was, and I'm trying to piece it all together. And it turns out that when we had gotten back to the radio station, TJ had spilled a drink on the front counter, and it was Jack and Coke, and we just left it. I didn't know it was there, and it had dried. And so when the owner came into the radio station, there was the cup sitting there with dried alcohol all over the thing.
Oh, come on.
And the program director comes downstairs. He goes, hey, your office smells like shit. I got to tell you. And I said, what's wrong with it? He goes, dude, have you been down there? And I went down there, and it's one of those you turn the corner, and immediately you realize, okay, we came back here and we're drinking last night. That's bad. And it smelled terrible. And they were furious.
Yeah. And when I was upstairs at the front desk doing that, y'all know where Ace was? He was downstairs in his little office, drunk dialing some girl he was in love with from camp.
Stop.
Yeah.
That's a true story.
From some kind of nerd camp.
Stop.
No,
He was in love with her.
that girl was so hot. And I think I called her Collect, though.
He called her Collect.
Collect call from.
You did not call her Collect.
But it was like an academic camp, like some kind of like beta club camp or something.
If you called me Collect, that would be instantly no thank you.
She
Yeah,
took the
and
charges. She accepted the charges. I was like, hey, it's me, accept the charges. She did. That's a true story.
Yeah, she was the one that got away that week. What camp was it that you knew her from?
It was the Hugh O'Brien Youth Leadership Foundation.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Now, show of
Oh, we're
hands.
against youths and leadership now?
Oh, God.
Show of hands of who really thinks she was hot. There you go.
Y'all are hot. She was so hot. She was super hot. She was very attractive.
Revenge of the nerds.
If she accepted those charges, I don't
Hell
know.
yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, she did.
Yeah, I don't know.
Her parents might have got mad about it, but she accepted them. No, wait, I was
that's-
older then. She was like in college then. That's right. Never
Yeah,
mind.
that's right. And that was a lot less than she accepted at camp.
Hey.
Oh, I don't mean to besmirch her name. I'm sorry.
Gross.
All right. So,
Well, have you had a
how
good
we
time
doing
tonight?
on time, Rob?
The Share Funny Podcast is a production of the Ace and TJ family. To get more Ace and TJ 24/7, download the Ace and TJ app. Just search for Ace and TJ in your app store. All Share Funny material copyright ATJ Incorporated 2021.